Welcome! Today we will be reviewing the highly controversial Eli Roth film, The Green Inferno from 2013. Inspired by the works of Werner Herzog and Terrence Malick, Eli Roth attempts to create a film that says something politically relevant, as well as, of course, grossing us out in the process. Does Eli Roth succeed in making us cringe and saying something important about society? Or does the film simply not meet the expectations that were once created by the great classic cannibal films of the 70s? Alright guys, let's find out.
Why are they doing this? What are they going to do to us?
The plot of Green Inferno follows a college freshman named Justine, played by the very pretty Lorenza Izzo. She meets a self-righteous student activist named Alejandro, played by Ariel Levy. Justine agrees to help Alejandro undertake his next project to save the Amazon. She soon learns to regret her decision when the plane ultimately crashes in the Peruvian jungle, and she and the rest of her group are taken captive by a tribe of hungry cannibals. Eli Roth previously directed the Hostel films and Cabin Fever, so he basically specializes in torture porn. For the record, gore doesn't equal horror. No one's really scared of blood and guts. Rather, it's just gross and shallow. But I do believe that these gorehound films have a place within the horror community. Watching films like The Human Centipede, Cannibal Holocaust, and a Serbian film with your friends is a lot of fun, but no one truly enjoys watching these films unless you're kind of a sick bastard, because I'm sorry, but it's true. The Green Inferno has been on my radar for quite a while now, but I wasn't too excited to see it. The horror community would rave about how disgustingly gory it is, saying it's on the same level as Human Centipede and Cannibal Holocaust. So, I just happened to click play on Netflix for some unknown reason. But you know what? This film simply does not meet its infamous reputation of being disgustingly gory. Yes, there are some gory scenes in the film, but nothing truly cringeworthy. The goriest scene in the film is when the fat guy gets eaten by the cannibals when the group is first taken captive. I watched the film with my girlfriend, who absolutely hates horror with every fiber of her being, and she even felt that the gore was underwhelming. She was expecting much, much more. Instead of gore, there was a lot of shock horror, similar to what can be found in American Horror Story. Shock scenes such as this.
Help us! No!
The film is littered with attempts to shock us. The Green Inferno is American Horror Story, but without a good story. The story is very mediocre and at times eccentric. For example, there is a ridiculous scene when Lars takes a bag of weed out of his shoes and shoves it down the throat of one of the activists who previously killed herself hoping that the tribe would eat her and get high. Well, guess what? It worked. The tribe ate her body and they all got stoned. I don't really think that's how it works, but I didn't really mind it though. It was kind of comical and entertaining, but from that point on, I no longer took the film seriously. It just became a disgusting, dirty joke. Even the ending was underwhelming. There was an epic shot of Justine staring down the barrel of a rifle, held by a mercenary.
¡Tira el celular! ¡Arrójalo!
I was hoping for a twist, or maybe a more depressing ending. Justine was dressed in a tribal garb, and I thought she was going to get shot, similar to the end of Night of the Living Dead.
Something there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince. Hit him in the head, right between the eyes. Good shot.
That would have made for a more dramatically depressing ending, which would have resonated more with audiences had she been killed by her potential saviors. But instead, Roth uses the cheapest of cheap jump scares, a dream jump scare, at the end of the film. Eli Roth, you had a chance to make a great ending to this film, depressing and similar to Cannibal Holocaust in the 70s films, but instead you opted out and It kind of gave a happy ending for this character. But I did like the overall message that Roth implemented into the film. Self-righteous social justice warriors that barely know what they're protesting. They just want to feel important. That's even more relevant today in 2020 than it was in 2013.
The moment in the movie where these kids are happiest isn't where they do a protest and shut down the construction, it's when they're trending on Twitter. That's the end game for these kids. And I think it's all BS.
Also, side note, the production of this film is a lot cooler than the movie itself. Roth dangerously took his cast and crew into the Amazon deeper than anyone has ever shot a film before. Everyone on the cast and crew either got sick or injured because of how treacherous the journey was. They came across an actual Amazon tribe who Roth convinced to be the tribal people in the film. The tribe in the film is actually played by a real tribe in the Amazon. That's pretty cool. The best part of the film is the behind the scenes, the production. And yeah, he clearly had a lot of passion for this project, and I appreciate that. It just didn't work out this time. Keep on going, Eli.
It was incredible because all of the villagers became part of the movie.
These dudes are real guys who live in a village without electricity, without running water, without any amenities.
But you know, in conclusion, The Green Inferno is a poor man's cannibal holocaust. Eli Roth has little to say and even less to add to the genre. You may find tension in the film, but that's just because you are waiting for the gut-wrenching gory scenes that never come. I give The Green Inferno a 5 out of 10. It is terribly mediocre. Watch it if you're curious, but I wouldn't waste your time. Okay guys, if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, give me a like, subscribe. I'll talk to you later.
It's a joke. Wait. What? No. Oh. They have the munchies. They have the munchies.